Welcome back. The damage from Hurricane Dorian would be in the millions, and hurricane adjusters certainly will have a tremendous work ahead. Jimanita Swain is live with Mr. Charles Johnson. Good morning, Jimanita, again.
Good morning again, LaDawn. Good morning, Bahamas. We've made a quick trek across town, and we're actually coming to you live from J.S. Johnson on Collins Avenue, where we're going to get an idea of what's been happening with that company following Hurricane Dorian. And to give us an update, of course, is Senior Manager Charles Johnson. Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning, Jimanita. It's a pleasure to be here with you this morning.
Well, thank you. Tell us, for starters, how did your agents fare in the affected islands?
They fared fairly well under the circumstances, and certainly our staff in Abaco were foremost on our minds because of the devastating station that happened there. We have now confirmed that they're all safe. A number of them have lost their homes, but we have taken immediate steps to assist them by bringing them into Nassau and providing housing and transportation for them. In Freeport, it's a little bit better. We have visited the office down there on Saturday, and we can confirm that the office is now in readiness to do business this morning.
Of course, then the focus now, I imagine, for J.S. Johnson will be to shift in the process of what now happens and give us an idea of what will happen now in the process to assist persons, your customers affected.
Yes, that is correct. We are in readiness throughout all of our branches that are intact. And we are encouraging our clients to now report their claims to us. There are several methods and ways in which they can report to us. One, they can telephone in, and we will take the information. They can stop by any of our offices where they can complete a very brief one-page form with one of our staff, or they can actually go online to www.jsjohnson.com and report the claim to us. We would be able to take that information and very quickly assign that to adjusters that are now stationed in Grand Bahama and the Abaco Keys. So we should be able to get to their claims very quickly.
Now, are you able to give us an idea of how many persons, customers are impacted in those areas, or is that too early to tell?
It is rather early to tell, but we know that it's going to be substantial. We are heavily involved in the business in Abaco and in Grand Bahama. Through all of the devastation, we were still very fortunate because one of the keys in which we have heavy concentration, Baker's Bay, seem not to have had very much major damage. But we do have quite a bit of business on the online and in the Marsh Harbor area, and certainly in Grand Bahama, where, particularly in the Freeport area, where there has been a tremendous amount of flooding.
No, I know that you spoke to the process a few minutes ago, but would that process remain the same for commercial businesses as well as opposed to customers? Is it the same kind of process? As you mentioned, some businesses are affected.
Certainly it is. And the main thing really at this time is for all potential claimants to notify us. And that process, as I said, is very simple. Once we are notified, we will then get the process moving rather quickly. It is very important for persons who have sustained damage to take some steps to mitigate their losses, to protect the undamaged property, to protect their buildings from further loss. And
sorry, what are some of those things that they can do if they are listening, so they bear it in mind?
Well, what we would like for them to do, first of all, is to document their loss. Use their cell phone, take some photographs, start to begin to make a list of the items that were damaged. If your house the building itself is intact, but the furnitures are damaged by water, then by all means, remove them from the premises and begin to clean up and to prepare your residence for partial occupancy. The same applies to a business. If your stock in trade or your appliances are damaged, I think it is important that you record this information, document it, and begin to take some steps to mitigate the loss and to get back into businesses at the earliest opportunity. The adjusters will call on these individuals and will begin to get more in-depth information. But we want this process to be as painless as possible. So the sooner the clients can provide information to us, the better. One of the things that we will need in terms of assessing the value is to provide estimates. So clients can begin to secure estimates to repair their homes, estimates for replacement of contents, stocks, etc.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. That is, of course, the senior manager here at J.S. Johnson. They're prepared. Clients just need to submit their information, and the adjusters will do their work. Back to you in Studio, LaDawn.